Welcome to the very first episode of Random Conversations with your Gen X bestie. That's me. I'm your Gen X bestie. Today, I just wanted to introduce myself and my new podcast. My name's Michelle. I was born in 1972. That puts me right in the middle of Generation X, and I love all things 80s, the music, the fashion, the movies, all of it. And on the podcast, I'd like to discuss that sometimes. But I'd also like to talk about a lot of other things. So what are we going to talk about? Pretty much anything and everything. Like I said, I love nostalgia and I'd like to talk about that sometimes. But I'd also like to talk about life today and what's coming up down the road. Basically, just a conversation from a Gen X point of view. I do plan to bring in some of my Today in Gen X history series from my social media accounts. I've been doing that for a few years, and it's a daily look at the nostalgia from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And while I enjoy doing that, I'd like to expand and do more because we don't live in the 70s, 80s, and 90s anymore. We've just brought it along for the ride with us. We'll talk about aging as a Gen Xer, the wisdom we have gained as Gen Xers, and the random thoughts on aging and other things that a Gen Xer often has. And most days you'll get to listen to the sultry sounds of my voice, but occasionally I'm going to ask other Gen Xers to join the conversation. This is the point where I need to look at my notes because I'm in my 50s and, You may be wondering why I decided to launch this podcast, and the sarcastic side of me wants to say because I can. But the honest answer is because I need it. I want a place where I can have random conversations with people who get me, other Gen Xers. I've found through my adventures in social media that Gen X just seems to relate to each other on a different level. I don't know if it's the time we grew up in. I don't know if it's some magical force. We just seem to get each other, even when other generations don't seem to get us at all. I'm going to take a little sip of my coffee because my tongue and my lips are not agreeing on what we're saying. I don't know if that's something that's come with old age or what, but it's kind of annoying. Anyway, I'm not trying to create some Gen X echo chamber. That would be ridiculous. I have no interest in doing that. Think of this more of, remember when we were kids and you'd go over to your best friend from middle school's house, and in their basement they had like this paneled rec room, and you'd hang out and you'd have some snacks and watch some shows and just kind of chill, play games. That's the vibe I want this to have. I want to hang out. And just so you know, this is mostly going to be a Gen X space, but other generations are welcome. Our younger siblings got to come hang out in the basement with us sometimes, so they're welcome to join the chat if they want to. I think our experience and the wisdom we've gained over the years could be beneficial to the people younger than us. So if they want to hang out in this basement, they're invited to hang out in the basement. They're going to need to be respectful, though. We're the elders now. I couldn't even say that seriously. Never mind. That was a joke. No, don't get your panties in a wad. That was a joke. My plan is a little loose and laid back. I am a slacker after all, so we're just going to see where the conversation takes us, and it's going to be something that's ongoing and evolves over time. I'm pretty excited to see how it takes shape and where the journey leads us, and I hope you are too. I hope you will join me in this conversation. Okay, that's it for today. Short, sweet, straight to the point. And I'm going to sign off like I sign off over on all that other social media stuff by saying, later, dudes.